Welcome to Shooty SuperCoach. What's going on, guys? Tough week, strange week. I'll tell you what, this bloke Horn Francis, I reckon we might be looking to start him next year. Even if he's just pure mid, I reckon he's ready to absolutely go nuts. And I think he'll put it together next year. And that probably gives you an insight to where I'm at. My brain is ready for next year's SuperCoach season. I'm a bit over it. I wake up this morning and I'm like, you know what? I think my side's going pretty well. You guys know I'm not a big checker of the scores, game day. Like, I don't do it quarter by quarter. I'll just every now and then, because I find it just gets me frustrated. But if you get that sense where you're like, gee, I reckon most of you guys have gone all right, I'll check it. And I was, predicted to go 2,600 plus. And I'm like, fantastic. How good's this? All I really need is Bontempelli to go well and Curnow to just give me an 80, to be honest. And it was a bit tricky because I was with some mates yesterday. We were having a drink, going to the pub. We're in between places, and I didn't actually see that Sean Darcy was laid out. If I did, I would have put Jackson on the field. He only scores 81, so I'm kind of like, okay, he didn't dominate. Curnow, just give me 80 plus. I'll be happy with that. Just give me 20 points a quarter. He kicks a goal, first goal for the Blues. I'm like, all right, nice. And then it was just absolutely downhill from there, and then he got injured, and look, I just turned it off. So, and confession time, who else out there gets that frustrated with our lovely game of SuperCoach where it can actually genuinely ruin a game of football for you? I mean, do I need to just let it go a bit? But seriously, I was like, had a good start to the day, sun's out. I was like, this is a ripper game of footy, Carlton Hawthorn. Hopefully see Curnow just kick 75 plus. I'll just sit back on the couch. It's be a great day. I'm not asking for much. I'll just ask the SuperCoach gods, just give me a decent score. I'm not asking for 120. Let's not ask for too much. Just no disasters. And I even thought, hell, if he's laid out, I've got coverage. It might even be an advantage for me. But when it was the worst of the worst, and I've got no idea what he scored. I've got no idea what Bontempelli scored because I just threw the towel in and was like, well, fuck this. And I think I'm a bit maybe SuperCoach fatigued. Like I said last week, a few of the things I really wanted to do well in a couple of the cash leagues draft didn't happen. So I think it's been a frustrating SuperCoach year. And I'm just a bit off it with how much our sides just become so similar. It frustrates me every year. And this time of year, you almost feel like your ranking is dependent on a handful of players and the captain score. So it frustrates me. Maybe I should just deal with it. And we probably scored okay. But I really felt like we were going to have a ripper score and I'll be up and about for it. But we'll see. Popped me tyre as well on Friday. Oh, jeez, it was going down the highway. Tyre just burst. Jeez, that was a rough start to your Friday. I had to get towed to work. How embarrassing. And then, full disclosure, I don't know how to change a tyre. I do now. Like, Dad had shown me years ago, but come to the crunch, I was like, fucked if I know how to do that. So there we go, 2,548. We move up in the ranks, and look, it's not a bad score. But it just could have been so much better. And maybe that's a mindset thing from me. What is a really good week, I'll get pissed off because one bloke doesn't go well. And Bontempelli, he scores okay. What did Curnow score? 17. You're an asshole. You're a straight up asshole, mate. Jesus, that just pisses me off so much. Like, oh, God. Even having Rowell as like a ninth mid has really helped me. Yeah, and someone said, mate, you should just start Darcy Jones. He's playing better than Jackson and Curnow. Turns out the lab would have been right. So, look, Stewart, and wow, Dacos scored 66. Fuck, I thought he actually played all right. Like, the second half was a bit quiet. Jeez, that's interesting. His efficiency must have been down because he had like 9 clearances in the first half. But Luke Ryan was back in town, so was Martin. We loved that. Butters was really, really good. Merritt, fantastic. I mean, that midfield's just going great. I'll tell you what, I'm casting a bit of eye towards next year. And Colby McKercher, he is a lock. Absolute lock. He'll probably end up averaging, around the early 90s. Lock him in. I think guys like Horn Francis, I reckon Ashcroft has to be half looked at. Philippo, not sure what he scored on the weekend, but has to be looked at. And look, again, holding Rankin, for him to only score 76 in a win as well. Like I haven't seen any of this game, but it is frustrating when you hold guys. You really do want an instant response, don't you? So what do you do? Just the 15. 8 clangers. 8 clangers and he's still... Yeah, right. Strange. But, yeah. So I'm trying to not be too much of a bloody grump about it, but I am a bit off it. And you guys know I try to just be... as transparent and real as possible, and I'm a bit off it at the moment. I'm a bit off it. I just feel like SuperCoach is bringing me more frustration than it is joy. But the only thing I'm enjoying at the moment is our live sessions. I love those. But yeah, look, we got a couple of weeks left. Even Langers beats me, and that was fucking because of Curnow. I mean, just a disaster. But there was some good wins in here, but yeah. I got Brett just. That's crucial because that is one I do want to do well in. So there is some cause for celebration. That's a big score from Exotic there. That's huge. Nicely played. I think it's just a mindset thing for me. Like, I think I'm just a bit off it and I'm looking at it a bit more negatively. But the forward line's been such a disaster this year. I don't know. And I assume that Curnow is... out for a while, so it didn't look good. So it doesn't leave me with much. Where's Filippo at? I can't remember where he's even priced at. He must be, yeah. Filippo must be up here, is he? Fuck, we're gonna have to search the bloke. Oh, hey, Mateus. What, he didn't play? Was he laid out? Well, that would have pissed a few off. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it helps in a way because it makes me... I mean, I would have been able to afford him either way. Hopefully he was just out with sickness. Yeah, okay. Illness. We'll take that. So that'll be my final trade. It'll be Filippo, Curnow out, Filippo in, which to be honest might help me, and I'll need it because there's every chance that if Melbourne decide to throw Gawn in for surgery, we definitely may need Jackson in the ruck. So yeah, it's overall this side I feel like it's fairly well put together with coverage and stuff, but. I thought having 7 premiums in that forward line will give me the coverage and the loophole opportunities, but didn't actually give us an opportunity to loophole either of these guys just because Jones is playing, which is great, but also I tossed and turned and I just thought Curnow might be the slightly better option, and yeah, it's just frustrating. Like I hone in on that. When really, most of my side's gone pretty well, but yeah. Anyway, it's all part of the game, isn't it? We just roll on. Got a couple of weeks to go. I really do want to still get up well inside that top 7 or 8K. Just add some form of respectability to it. But look, we'll be going live on Wednesday, which is always the routine. So feel free to pop along. I know there's not stacks to talk about SuperCoach-wise, but even if you just want to have a bit of a chat, talk some trash, do the quiz, you're more than welcome to. So thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.